What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. So, update 21.4 is out with the Hydroid rework, if you will. And I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. I haven't run Hydroid in forever at all. So I am way out of the loop on this. And whether or not these changes are really that good. So, I'm just going to talk about them. If you play Hydroid and you've got some comments, you think it's good, you think it's bad, please feel free to leave them below at any point. Also, there is a thread that they've set up to talk about the changes in the Hydroid revisit. So I'll leave a link in my description for that thread so you can get over there as well. Seems to have a lot of comments on it already. So they revamped him, basically. And let's see, so general Hydroid changes. The base shield and armor, these seem pretty nice. So the base shield is now 375 from 345. And the big change here is armor is now 200 from 65. So that's huge. That's a huge change. Now, in terms of the abilities, Tempest Barrage can be cast while in Undertow and will not hit enemies submerged in Undertow. Tempest Barrage can now be charged for a longer duration or more explosions and more damage for basically for using more energy. In Tidal Surge, you can now use to move around without canceling Undertow. Note that the Tidal Surge speed and hence distance is half of what it would normally be when used in Undertow. The Tidal Surge will now pull enemies along for the ride when you're moving. And the Tidal Surge can be interrupted at any point by casting Undertow to go into your puddle, sinking enemies being pulled along. Very interesting on that one. Now, in terms of Undertow, Hydroid can pull enemies into Undertow by aiming and clicking on them. That's definitely interesting. Undertow can be cast while you're in the air. Jump and roll will break Hydroid out of Undertow. Hydroid can now move while in Undertow at the expense of energy. Again, this is another expensive energy, so wanting to make sure you have the most efficiency on your energy is going to be important. Submerged enemies in Undertow receive damage per second, increasing every second they are submerged. So the longer you have Undertow, the more damage they will take. Enemies that die will be released from Undertow instead of dragging their dead bodies along for the ride. Oh, I'd rather see dead bodies coming along for the ride. Tentacle Swarm has received a new look. Straight from the depths of the seal, can you summon the Kraken? I think it's just a little Kraken head or something they put in there. Tentacle Swarm can be charged to get more tentacles over a larger area for the use of more energy, of course. Hydro Tentacles will now seek out nearby enemies and attempt to slam on top of them rather than just always flailing randomly and hoping they hit something. And Tentacle Swarm will protrude from Hydroid's Undertow if active when cast. So that just adds a little bit more look to it, if you will. That's basically the changes on it. Like I said, I haven't really run Hydroid in so long that I'd have to set them up and move things around and all that. So please do feel free to leave comments below because I'd love to hear even the setups and changes, the setups that you're, if for people that have been running him, what kind of changes needed to be able to make this one more effective. Is it good? Is it bad? That type of stuff. Of course, there's a bunch of bug fixes and changes and general additions and all that stuff. It's over on the NOG forums as well as over on the Warframe forums if you want to take a look at the update notes. I'm just keeping this one light and simple for now. So there's that. They also had a couple little changes in like a hotfix for Hydroid, where they improve the charge up indicator for Hydroid's abilities. And they fixed the corroding barrage augment not applying to enemies in Undertow, as well as fixing Hydroid's curative Undertow augment not healing the caster or any allies when the caster is a client. They fixed the duplicate Hydroid Undertow ripples. Again, another host migration crash. A crash from Hydroid's Tentacle Swarm. And some what they call challenge title inconsistencies. And we don't really want to talk about the Conclave stuff in terms of the stuff that they've changed in that, because I don't really talk Conclave. I don't really do Conclave, so I don't know if it was good or bad. Fix the Kastanas, the town's Ogre's projectiles being destroyed in flight, doing 4x damage and 2x radius in Conclave. Anyway, that's light and simple for now. Please comments below. When I get some time over the weekend to really check them out, I'll get into it and check it out a little bit more and see what's going on. I'll catch you guys soon.